The Covenant of the Broken Moon, 10 Years of Secret Words of Brocade Scales and Mirror Flowers. Chapter 1, Falling Flowers and Dark Tides. In the late autumn of the Jade Kingdom, in the mansion of the Lord of Junluo County, the second daughter Xianli Yu stood by the window, gazing at the distant sky. The glow of dusk reflected her fair face, revealing a faint melancholy. She had just made an appointment with the boy who had no long life, and was about to elope to escape from the shackles of the family, but she failed to show up as promised. The young man, named Luan Ju Tan, is an orphan from a poor background but with lofty ambitions. There was an unyielding flame burning in his eyes, but in his chest was a deep love and determination for revenge. Xianli's failure to make an appointment has become an eternal wound in his heart. The Emerald Kingdom's Jinlan County has sunk due to years of war and infighting. The struggle for power in the Lord's mansion is fierce. The eldest daughter has high hopes for her identity, and the second daughter Suan Li Yu is ignored by the family like an agar wood, but she has an unyielding soul in her heart and does not want to become a slave of fate. Chapter 2 10 years pass like a wind. 10 years have passed. Luan Ju has become a famous expeditionary force general from the war, leading the army to the north and becoming a pivotal general of the kingdom. And Xianli was forced to become the wife of the high-ranking official of the kingdom Murong Yoko. Murong Rong is a scheming man who does not hesitate to marry the lord family in order to control the political situation in the Jade Kingdom. Although Xianli has become his wife, her heart is always in suspense about the teenager who failed to make the appointment. One day, Luan Ju's army returned triumphantly, but she was shocked to see that her former beloved had become a vassal of her husband. His heart was torn apart by anger and love, and he silently swore a secret oath. I've waited 10 years to destroy you. Chapter 3 Old Love New Bureau. The autumn mood in Jinlan County is strong, and Xianli is thinking about it in the house. Her mood is complicated and difficult to understand. Luan Ju is back. This time, he is no longer the helpless teenager of the past, but a pivotal general. She knew that there was a cold light of revenge in his eyes. When the two reunited, Luan Ju said in a low voice. I have never forgotten that you missed your appointment. But I'm not going to let you go easily. Xianli smiled, with a hint of mockery and provocation. Then you might as well give it a try. Luan Ju has hatched a conspiracy to use another man, Ji Tanjing, a seemingly personable but insidious kingdom advisor, to make Xianli fall in love with him, and then expose the conspiracy between Xianli and Murong Yu, thereby ruining her reputation and status. Suan Liu smiled faintly after hearing this. Hey. Chapter 4 The Game of Mirrors and Moons. Ji Tanjing is known for his foresight, but he is secretly pulled by two major forces at the same time. He has formed an intricate triangular relationship with Luan Ju and Xianli. Xianli is not innocent, she also has her own secrets and plans. She gradually approached Ji Tanjing and showed her elusive charm in several opportunities. Luan Ju secretly observed and found that Xianli's plan was far deeper than she imagined. Do you really think I'm going to be toyed with by you? Xianli sneered. It's just a game, it's just a dream. She whispered. Chapter 5 The Rift Between Shadow and Light. Ji Tanjing's loyalty began to waver, and the conspiracy behind the family gradually surfaced. In order to consolidate his power, Murong Wo secretly formed an alliance with the forces in northern Xinjiang and prepared to start a civil strife. Xianli had to choose between love and loyalty. After Luan Ju learned about this, she decided to let go of her past hatred and join hands with Xianli to expose the conspiracy of Murong Yao. In the process, the two rekindled their old relationship, but they also faced more betrayals and crises. Chapter 6 The Decisive Battle Before the Dawn. The Emerald Kingdom is in chaos, and the war is reignited. Xianli and Luan Ju led loyal troops to fight to the death against the forces of Murong Rong. Ji Tanjing's choice became the key. Which side did he end up on? On the night of the decisive battle, Suan Liu faced Luan Juitan with a firm tone. We will eventually break the dawn, and we may be scarred, but freedom is worth the price. Luan Ju stared at her and nodded slowly. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 7, The Broken Moon and New Life. The battle is over, and the Emerald Kingdom is reshuffled. Murongrong was defeated, and Ji Tanjing also disappeared in the storm. Suanli and Luanju worked together to rebuild their homes and rebuild each other's love. On the night of the broken moon, they made a vow that they would no longer be bound by the past and that they would join hands to welcome a new future. For you, I am willing to wait 10 years, and I am willing to protect it with my life. Then I would like to spend every morning and dusk with you. Under the starry sky of the Emerald Kingdom, the broken moon is like a hook, and love and revenge are intertwined into an eternal legend. Chapter 8, The Secret Garden of Fog. Xianli and Luanju, who had experienced a decisive battle, thought that the dust had settled, but they did not expect the waves to rise again. One night, Xianli stumbled upon a forgotten ancient ancestral hall in the back garden of the territory, and a group of complex ancient characters were engraved on the lintel of the ancestral hall, Linglanjiao. She touched the steel and found a jade pendant with strange runes hidden underneath, faintly emitting a faint glow. This jade pendant seems to be closely related to the fate of her family. Seeing this, Luanju frowned. This may be a seal or a trap, we have to be careful. The two decide to investigate further, but in the course of the investigation, many incredible things gradually emerge. A long-hidden conspiracy in the family involves a mysterious organization called the Nether Priests, who believe in forbidden powers and intend to control the future of the Emerald Kingdom. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 9, The Shadow of the Nether Priest. Members of the Nether Priesthood are hidden in all corners of the court and among the people, and they possess the ability to indulge in the mind and illusion. Xianli and Luanju dare not despise this force, and must work together to find out the truth. During the investigation, Xianli encountered a mysterious woman Renlin, who claimed to be a traitor to the Netherworld Priest and was willing to provide key clues. Renlin warned the two. The Nether Priests not only influence politics, but also search for the forbidden book behind the jade pendant, which can subvert the entire kingdom when mastered. With the help of Lan Lan, Xianli and Luanju gradually reveal the true colors of the Nether Priestess. However, their tracking triggers an even more sinister trap. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 10, Broken Mirrors. During a tracking operation, Luanju was set up by the Nether Priest and fell into a suffocating mirror labyrinth. What is reflected in the mirror is not the truth, but his past mistakes and regrets. In the illusion, he saw the scene where he failed to protect Suanli back then, and his heart was torn apart. Why did I disappoint you? He asked himself. Just when the illusion devoured him, Xianli broke through the blockade of the Netherworld Priest, broke into the mirror labyrinth, and used the light of the jade pendant to wake Luanju from the illusion. The two looked at each other speechlessly, knowing in their hearts that the mistakes of the past would no longer be a fetters. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 11, The Choice of Love and Hate. After returning to reality, the relationship between Xianli and Luanju is deeper than ever. However, the threat of the Nether Priests remains unresolved. Ran Lan proposed a cruel choice to the two. If you want to eradicate the Nether Priesthood, you must sacrifice one of you and seal the power of the Forbidden Book. Faced with the test of life and death, the two fell into a painful struggle. If I leave, you're free. Xianli, tears in her eyes. No, if it weren't for you, how would I dare to face the future? Luanju clasped her hand. In the end, the two decided to face it together, sealing the Forbidden Book with their combined power and breaking the conspiracy of the Nether Priests. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 12, The Final Chapter, The Oath Under the Moon. On the highest mountain of the Emerald Kingdom, the moonlight is like a wash, and Xianli and Luanju hold jade pendants and recite ancient spells. The Forbidden Book was slowly sealed, and the power of the Nether Priests was completely disintegrated. In their exhaustion, the two leaned together, staring at the reflection of the broken moon in the sky. After all this, I finally understand that love is not only about possession, but also about protection and trust. Xianli said softly. Luanju smiled. You once said let me try it. I think, I have fallen in love with you, not just the you used to be, but the current us. Under the broken moon, the oath was made again. 10 years of waiting and revenge turned into dust, and love bloomed as gorgeous as brocade scales. The future of the Emerald Kingdom, thanks to their courage and perseverance, ushered in true light.